Good afternoon, morning, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a good one. It's been a while since we played a dating game where I get to live out my dual fantasies of talking to girls and getting a date. So we're gonna dive right back in with some monster dating. We're going back to high school for. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. We'll do awesome voice effects because that will save my voice. God help me. How many of you are there? How many do you think, Monster Prom? How many do you think there are? One player? We're gonna do maybe a couple short games. We'll see how it goes. See what happens. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really are. Player 1. I want to be Frankenstein. Green. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Strong contender already. Hello, Winifred. Hello. Hi. Hi, do you want to sit over here? Do you want to be involved in whatever Papa's doing? I think she does. Do you want to? Yeah, we want to sit on Papa. Okay. Here we go. So Miranda, already a strong contender for our date to Monster Prom. Okay, Damien. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. So this isn't prom. Just throwing that out there. This is not high school age. High schoolers would be mid-teens, right? Like maybe 18 at the oldest. These are not high schoolers. I don't know what high school we're at where there's a 21-year-old. Maybe they all just got held back. Maybe that's it. Got held way back. Fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, a party ghost, 22. 22? Party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Ooh, hello, Polly.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. She is hot, but... Oh, bye. Bye, Winnie. Probably bottom of the list. I think we're gonna go for Polly. Let's see if we can get Polly to go to prom with us. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks. Choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Hot or not, take this quiz to find it. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Crazy Exes had a deal when they just won't go. Yeah. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Good luck. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Wish you were raised by... A really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire, and I see no issue with being raised by it. Not so much. Pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be a kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Absolutely. So fun. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? An ATM, sugar baby life, here I come. A dildo, duh. A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward in waifu and husband-no territory, as was clearly intended by God. These are all strong options. I'm going to eliminate the dildo. Sorry. ATM? Human-sized pillow or ATM? Human-sized pillow. So creative. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Oh. Rainbows and gummy bears. Absolutely. Meat. That doesn't sound like a good ice cream flavor. Spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire. Does sound kind of an exciting ice cream flavor. Success. Okay, man. Whatever. Tequila and Coke. Yeah, that does sound fun. Double creme de la Gruyere and meringue. No. Rainbows and gummy bears. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Maybe we go for the homicidal mermaid. We'll see. We'll see.
Sure.
All right. Creativity 7, fun 7, smart 6. We are not charming or bold, and we don't have a lot of money. What are we doing in the morning? Bath. Why is bathrooms an option? I'm thinking we go to the library. Traumatization. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. No, no! This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guessed it, nobody actually has any fucking idea how it actually works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. Okay. Scott and Miranda seem to be arguing about something. Your sweet mediation skills are clearly needed. Now, I know our football team is called the Spooky Monsters Who Spook, but who also play sports. But who's our mascot? Our mascot? Oh, dang, you're right. We don't have one. Ooh, what about Misha the Mermaid? Mermaids are monsters. No way, too girly. Try this. Ollie the werewolf. Why's it got to be a werewolf? We're the monsters, not the werewolves. Yeah, well, we're not the mermaids either. Maybe the problem is that the team name is trying to cover a huge, diverse group of people with a single label. Maybe. No, coach is never wrong. We're just not thinking hard enough. Think.
Bro.
Hey, you. You look like a hard thinker. Which mascot should we use for our team? We'll just find a regular human, dress him up in a business suit, and make him the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Corporate greed. That's the real monster. Easy. We'll just genetically engineer a cross between every kind of monster at the school. Head of a werewolf, tail of a mermaid, hair of a Medusa, angst of a vampire. We'll call it Abe the Abomination. I like this. This is creative. This is a creative solution.
How majestic.
Oh yeah, she liked that. Finally, an idea that represents the true diversity of our school. We can use Daddy's Gene Lab. Let's see. In order to fit all the monster parts in, the mascot will have to be about 100 feet tall. Covered in nightmarish appendages and moist tentacles. I do like a girl who can sing.
Huzzah!
Which means it shall provide great shade on hot game days. The tentacles can hold umbrellas. Huzzah! Yeah, because deadly genetic experiments are always the shortcut to a girl's heart? Question mark? You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness! We're so smart, guys. We're so smart. Week 1, noon.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. Kind of want to go talk to him. But no, we're actually going to try and romance the mermaid here because she seems to like us already. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch. A single, very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination.
Ugh.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years? You literally just admitted it's poison. I know. And I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple, but how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Is she wearing garters? Hubba wubba. Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You, back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat that apple. Princess should be eating poison apples so that you'll kiss them. Yes. A marvelous idea. If the princess were asleep, I shall be able to... If the princess are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princess prefers sleeping damsels to begin with. God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. Also, she doesn't have a tail. She has legs. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poisoned apple salt to nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinions on gender and poison. Okay, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm with my avatar character. Auditorium, outdoors, gym, bathrooms. Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. Weird ways of putting this, but okay. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. And +2 creativity! Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack who are watching them like a pack of wolves.
The wolf pack is here!
Oh my god. Princess Peach. What is that? How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs that would not be literal hot dogs? I wouldn't. At all.
What a
This is
commoner.
not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Okay, yeah, I'm liking her. Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win. On the court at sports. We'll show you sportship courtship. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry. Our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports. Because then we bring it. You. But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes. Like, they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. That is definitely not what we want to say. Tonight, Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to the Miranda's underwater show. Miranda's eyes light up like an anglerfish.
How
Took to the man.
majestic.
As a little girl, I always wanted to be an aqua gymnast.
Mediocre.
Of course you did. Until I realized it required hard work and discipline, at which point I decided I was much happier as a princess. But I still love watching it. How thoughtful of you to procure tickets for me and my favorite maidservant.
Don't miss me.
I'll tell you all about it. Shut down. Let's go write a list of jokes we can make about this awkward loser. Whatever, he still made Miranda super happy and distracted the wolf back. So, win. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. We are very creative, apparently. I'm a bit concerned that the numbers started so high and they keep going up. I'm a little concerned.
Sure.
Should we go to class? I don't know who you are and I kind of don't care to find out. Let's go to the bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. 897-1275. Call me. Jekyll. Wait. Jekyll Hearts Hide! Come on. What does that say? Death overrated. LMFAO. Zure? I don't know what the Zure is for. Butts. It's butts. The word is butts. It's butts. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Yeah. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. Feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman
Greetings,
boobs.
fellow classmate.
Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the Queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Let's convince anyone that she likes humans. Doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for a total overkill. You are a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears... I don't even want to know why he's called Babylove. Appears out of nowhere and prevents her with a humanity award. Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smart. Alright.
Sure.
Yep. We're going for the mermaid girl, so... As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. This is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
What? Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then, am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That, or poison. This is ridiculous. You there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? Don't say the fish knife. The fish knife. I said not to, but you said... I'll show you which knife is used for murder! Damien picks up the big scary knife he wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. Pick up the fish knife. Yes, defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm really the best at stabbing. Fuck me, I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess in terms of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, what he said. Let's go to class. This is the first time we've gone to class in 2 days. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Yeah, well. Somebody puts a sack over your head and throws you in a car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. Let's go to the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet. Don't know how I feel about that.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh damn, she looks cute. Glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Okay. Speaking of which, I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. Okay. No reason, but if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you'd best say your goodbyes. Do nothing? Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. We need a diversion. Release the Kraken! So bold. So bold. Kraken, of course, the tiny terror of the 3rd grade. I shall send word to the elementary school at once. Soon Kraken, an 8-year-old octopus with a shitty attitude, runs onto campus and blows off fire alarms. Witches melt. Vampires are trapped by running water they can't cross, and Damien's will to live is extinguished. Amidst the chaos, a Caribbean crab cries out for help. His mistress hangs on a hook in the middle of the hall. Looks like that little princess is no longer part of our world. If Miranda is this ruthless on land, you shudder to think what she's like under the sea. Ooh, I would love to find out how Miranda is under the sea, if you know what I mean. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Okay.
Sure.
I want to go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. Bingo! Exactly! Who cares? You notice Polly bent over her phone while Miranda tries to peek over her shoulder. Something really interesting must be going on Polly's phone. When you get closer, though, you see that Polly's just on horny dating app. Yeah, again, swiping right on everybody. Miranda seems entranced, though, and a little worried. What did you say this was called again? Horny dating app, TM. And it is an app for finding true love? Sure.
How majestic.
But I never knew. I have spent countless hours going to royal balls and kissing frogs and pretending to be in a magical slumber when I could simply have been using this app. I mostly just use it for collecting dick pics. What are these dick pics? Tokens of affection? Oh, alas, to be so far behind in my quest for love. I am 19 years old, practically an old maid, and only now learning of this. Oh, how will I ever make up for lost time? Don't worry, I'll catch you. You still don't have horny dating app, TM? Why should you worry about having horny dating app, TM, when you actually own horny dating app, TM? Why don't you just buy the whole entire company? Ah, yes, of course. I will simply purchase the app and require all of its most attractive and heroic users to date me. It is exactly how my father met my mother, except with the Indian Ocean instead of horny dating app, TM. Oh yeah, I will give you $230 million for horny dating app, TM. I mean, okay, but, like, I don't actually own the company? What do you mean? I thought you said you had horny dating app, TM. Yeah, on my phone. I have a copy of the app. I don't own any successful internet startups. Oh yes, I had forgotten you were poor. I'm so sorry. That's cool.
I must depart.
Well, anyway, I'm off to buy horny dating app TM now. Goodbye. Have fun. Now might be a good time to uninstall horny dating app TM from your phone. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. We are very smart, creative, and bold. So bold. Yeah. These two again. Alright, cool. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. This writhing snake fold is for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds. Here we go with this one. Oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable serve. It looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin serve. Be free. Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario progressively geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? Why? That sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever. I'm leaving before the napkin folk take over the world. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world! What have we done? What have we done? Okay.
Sure.
We haven't been to the gym yet. We haven't been outdoors yet either. Oh, that was a very short rave. That was a very short rave. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Who's having recess at 20-something? Anyways, you have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. Consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Yeah. You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses plummeting towards Earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity. You fall into the school's backyard, into the hands of Miranda's biggest goons, the classmates. No. Didn't work. None of them even noticed your glorious fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. The slow ascension is tiresome. I need a glorious act, a grand gesture to secure my throne. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon? No more talk. We bring war! I will build a monument to you, your highness. Will rival the sun in the atrocities your family committed. You single-handedly break all windows in the school and start renovating the merry-go-round. What an excellent choice of materials. Glass is made from sand, and I never understood why this school has a merry-go-round. The glass is sharp, but you persevere and build a 50-foot-high statue of Miranda, shard by shard. You got an achievement. What achievement did I get? True to yourself. You've been true to yourself and always chose the right option. Congrats. What made that the right whatever. You spin the playground toy. You don't know whether it's the gods blessing your creation or just blood loss, but oh gosh, it sparkles. You pass out from blood loss shortly after Miranda starts apologizing for swearing. You get the best medical care from Miranda's surgeon and also +2 charm and +1 creativity. We are so creative. Monthly prom draws near. Who will you take to prom? Obviously Miranda, who has legs. Yes.
Sure.
Of course I want to go to prom together. My Machiavellian fellow conspirator. You unveiled the first secret ending? What? I can't help but deeply value such a brilliant and scheming mind. It's smart to keep someone that can be so useful at palace intrigues close at hand. We royalty are all about convenient and strategic marriage. So why shouldn't I be smart and strategic about prom dates too? Also, you're like super cute. That's what I really want to hear. That's all. I don't care if she thinks I'm smart. Tell me I'm cute. When prom night comes, you're ready to have the night of your lives. You practice your Viennese waltz and Miranda is deeply impressed. Even if the music is mostly electronic, you somehow Viennese waltz the fuck out of it. And everyone gathers in a circle to admire your prowess. It's a magical evening. Also, you execute some more plots and assassinations together just in case, which is a fantastic bonding experience. I love it.
Bow to your queen.
Yes, ma'am. You and Miranda are selected as prom royalty. You know it's a bit cheesy to say this, but Miranda's beauty is heightened by the delicacies of her enemy's blood all over her body. It's truly been a magical evening. Best at high-fiving. Best at wearing a crown. One of 34 endings. That's a lot of endings. 9 of 422 events. 9 of 1,514 outcomes. Okay. Okay then. Those 3 weeks are maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. I have no idea. Who are you and you and you and you and you and you and you? I think that's one of the player characters. And you. So that's a player character. That's a player character. I think that's a player character. I don't know who you are. This might be a player character as well. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. In her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called Ella's Dope. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. There were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Oh, okay.